which is okay. I am pretty okay with having things work out to be even better for us. Of
Of
course,
course, and
the bad guys start getting harder for us too.
that's true. Troy,
But what are you gonna do?
can you hear us, Troy? It's Crazy Chuck, your friend. All right. So that sounds like the problem's on his end.
Yeah, because we're all hearing him, really light through Discord.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not hearing him at all.
Well, not he hasn't talked in a while, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
No, I think he's been trying to fix it.
I turned him back down just in case he fixes it.
Yeah, all of a sudden it comes through and you're like, my eyes! It came through my ears and burst
It
out of me.
burns. It burns. It burns everybody.
Let's go if you guys want to go.
Yeah, I can hear him. He's just somewhat quiet. Let me turn him up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn him up for now.
Yep, yep. Because he is Crazy Troy. All right, I'll unpause the game.
All right, so everybody is all leveled up. Everybody's good to go.
I am. I have a quick question. Is there any way does our character sheet indicate in any way whether or not we have leveled up any of our skills or whether we have a skill increase?
The skills is one area where it's kind of weak. It depends totally on you. I mean, we can sit
So
there and do
so no,
reverse
it does
math.
not. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
But
So
you
I
are
get.
able to be master in one skill.
Let's do an
So
audit. I think David's saying, please audit my skills
I mean, if you've
because
got a quick way to do it, sure. Yeah.
looks like you're short, if anything. You're only expert in one skill and you're trained in 6. So we might, well, we can do it later on. We don't have to do it right now. I don't want to, we
Okay.
could lose a lot of time doing that. But you ought to be able to reverse engineer how many skills you should have had at first level and how many skill increases you've had, and then see if your skills are where they should be or not.
Yeah, and I want to say that
I've,
we should have had 2 skill increases at this point.
I think you get them, what, every 3 levels? Let's see. Let's,
It's fine. We can keep going.
it's player core. Player core, damn it. Oh, that's GM core. God dang it. God dang players. But okay, yeah, we can
Yeah,
look at
we would
it.
have gotten a skill increase at 3, and then we would have gotten a
5.
skill increase at 7.
And 1 at 5.
Oh, and 1 at 5. Yeah, you're right.
Yep, yep. And let's see, what class is he? He is, what, a barbarian?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's player's core 2. Hold on.
So yeah, so 3, 5, and 7. So every odd level, there'd be a skill increase.
I might as well look. We've come this far. Let's see. He started off with a number of skills equal to 3 plus his intelligence modifier.
Which is minus
And
4. Never mind.
well, his is 0, and I don't think he was lower than that. So he should have a total of 6 skills, I would say, that is trained, and he might have gotten some from other things. So his skills are probably right, because he's currently trained in 6 skills and expert in 1. And based on his class, oh yeah, I think he gets intimidation as a skill automatically. trained
And
in athletics, and a number of additional skills. So that's 7 skills.
and there may have been one from his background too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, it looks like he's probably right.
Okay.
Yep, you're good. But yeah, skills are the one area in Foundry where it doesn't really let you know if you're over or under on skills. It just assumes, and I think a lot of that's because there's so many lore skills that can be created that that would be my guess. But anyway, so it sounds like everyone's leveled up otherwise. So what is the plan, players?
All right, so my recommendation, guys, is I know we are all, a little bit banged up. I guarantee we used some spells in here. It may be a good idea for us to go ahead and lock the doors because we've got the key and all. To go ahead and lock the doors and take a rest here. What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me.
I think it sounds like a plan.
So close the doors, and I think we can take a long rest. And
Did we search this room already? Make sure there's no secret doors or
For
whatever.
my notes, you did.
Okay. Then yes, let's take a rest.
I'll say I will use the key to go ahead and lock the doors back up to make sure that nothing is going to surprise us.
And we're doing a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, there's really no such thing as a short rest in Pathfinder. You can refocus. You can take 10 minutes to refocus, but well, let's see if anything shows up. I'll roll it for a change. Nope. Looks like the rest period goes uneventfully, so everyone can do a long rest.
I mean, I suppose I should ask before we actually take the long rest. Does anybody actually need to do healing?
That's what I was about to ask.
I mean,
How
I'm
many hit
down.
points do we get
I'll say
back
I'm
in a
down.
rest?
Double level. Is it?
Level times con modifier.
Unless you do a long-term rest, which I looked up the other day and didn't even realize that rule was there. But you have to do a long-term rest, which is, I think you have to sleep for 24 hours or something like that.
That puts me all the way back up.
Yeah, if you spend an entire day and night resting during downtime, you can recover hit points equal to your con modifier multiplied by double your level.
Now, can I do that in real life? I've never managed to sleep for 24 hours.
Nope. Yeah, you guys found some healer's tools, and I think you found the stuff. Yep, it shows me that you've already cleared out the loot cache. So
Yeah, there was an alchemist something in here. I mean, it's been a month, so it's been a hot minute, but
expanded alchemist lab, expanded healer's tools, superb repair kit, and there was an eyepiece and 2 potions that I believe you identified, but just in case you didn't, I won't say what they are.
They go on the party sheet, maybe?
There's a few unidentified things in the party sheet.
Yeah, I gotta find where your party sheet is. Oh, there it is. Let's move it here. If you ever need to double click on your party sheet real quick. Now you got a few things in that stash, baby.
Yep. All right. Do we want to try and identify these things?
I'll say when we're all ready, just let us know so that way we can do the long rest for the night. I just don't want to actually click the button until we're kind of done doing what we would do before we would bed down.
Yep. Does anybody need any other healing? Doesn't look
I
like it.
could use a little bit.
Oh, there he is.
I
You
just
got
need
it.
6
You
points.
got it, Eltros, or you want me to get it?
I gave Nuko 24. If you guys can hear me.
Yep.
So
he
Nuko,
gave
you should have 24
Nuko.
up. You just have to take it. It's up a little bit on the list.
Okay. Got it.
Because he is Eltros, damn it.
I would say we're ready for the long rest then.
All right. Everybody go ahead and
or
take
do
your...
we try to identify these before the long rest?
Well, some people have already done the long rest, I think, but so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So you can do it whenever you're ready.
I rested.
Damn you!
I awaken well rested.
So if you want to identify an item, just tell me what you're trying to identify and I'll throw it in the chat.
I guess let's go ahead
Let's-
and start with the rapier.
Yeah, let's just go down the list. Rapier first.
There it is.
Zarapia.
Everyone cry.
Congratulations, you rolled a question mark. As did you.
Sweet.
And did you.
It is a +1 striking rapier.
The first alchemical bomb.
All right. Here is well, what do you know? That is infused acid flask.
And the next alchemical bomb.
That's ridiculous. A 26 with what you rolled on the dice.
Well,
Infused bottle lightning.
We're actually in the middle of a very, very hot desert
And then the
carrying a
composite
car
longbow.
door
Looks like his
because if
next.
it gets too hot outside, we
right,
want to be able to
there
roll
it
down the
is.
window to get some air. And hello,
No
Barbette. How are you this
problem.
evening?
It is a large +1 composite longbow.
Hmm.
Which means it's a large composite longbow
Which
with a
means our
+1
fairy
potency
should
wound.
use it.
I don't believe we have a
Unusual
fairy.
eyepiece.
I don't believe we have a fairy in this one.
He's a
Blah, blah,
sprite.
blah.
Nor do we have a
Still-
fairy in the other one. It's a
There's still
sprite.
there's still lots of other items to identify, by the way.
Yep, that's what I said. The unusual eyepiece looks like it's
We
next.
are rolling on loot. We ended the last game just after a fight.
There you go.
Having just hit the point of leveling up, so we leveled up in between games. We're going through the loot right now, and then it will be
Yeah, it
time to
really
get out
sucks you
and
guys roll that low,
explore
just
and
6.
fight and do all of these
It
fun
does,
things.
because that means it's not a high skill.
There's actually a
It's a
big thing out
crafter's
here that
eyepiece.
we've been
then
putting
an
off fighting that I
unusual
think it's time
object.
for us to fight.
All right. Let's see. Ooh, this one's going to be a hard one to hit.
This thing I feel like we followed it a couple of times.
Indeed. Both of you believe that is a book of lewd elvish recipes.
Lewd elvish recipes, huh?
written in verse. Oh my God. Eltros, on the other hand, says, I don't know where you get that from. There's no naked pictures on it. This is the Whispering Reeds. And you can read everything about it you want.
I really want to know about the lewd elvish recipes.
I bet you do. The Empty Death. Oh, God help me. Yeah, it's a very, very evil book. But man, there's a lot of information. It's actually an artifact.
Certain people, all books are evil.
Well, all words are made up. I don't know if all books are evil.
It is a priceless book, no less.
Well, yeah, artifacts are priceless. How do you put a price on an artifact?
With one of those stickers.
72 million gold, just
You
like
put
that.
it up. You put it up for auction. You go to the largest city and you put it up for auction.
And then they put you in the stocks for trying to sell an evil artifact in a major
Right?
city.
It's like walking in a major city saying, "Hey, poison for sale! Poison for sale!" Okay, unusual liquid number 1.
They make you watch The Cabin in the Woods. All right, let's see. Good Lord, you guys really do have a lot of items in here. Shit.
We
All
do.
right.
We haven't
just
been
kept
back up to the
collecting
top
them,
in a
saying
minute.
We'll identify them later.
Here you go.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I like an identification game as much as anybody. There we go. It is
Moderate anti-plague.
moderate anti-player.
And then we have an unusual object number 1.
All right. You can tell it's a wand, I'll tell you that much. It's that Katie Kuko chick from
The
the
Big Bang Theory.
Yes, naked. Sorry, that was in my wish list. Sorry. Let's see. You got a wand of status.
Status.
Wand of status. This is one of the wands that was being carried by the aberrations of this level. You guys got like 3 wands from those guys.
A wand of gentle stroking.
Yes, gentle repose, I believe, is a spell that will if someone is like unconscious or has recently died, it keeps the corpse, keeps the corpse from rotting and everything.
No. That's what Juliana needs. Next unusual object, number 2.
More cushion for Juliana's pushing. Here we go.
Are you aching? Yep. Or some bacon?
Ooh,
Yep.
Juliana gets to do her jib next week. Let's see.
Not her jib.
He's a big
Tell you what,
pig.
Eltros.
You could be a big pig
Eltros
too.
keeps saving you guys. Actually, Eltros and Shushni got this one, but the Eidolon failed. But this is
Well, that's why we keep them along.
wand of gentle. This is a wand of status. Sorry, one was a wand of gentle repose. The other's a wand of status. I was getting them mixed up. So now you know them both.
And the next unusual object.
All right. I think we got 4 items to go.
Looks like it.
I think this will be your favorite wand, but only if you can figure it out. Come on, Dewey Crow. Dewey Crow Jr.
Where we do.
Dewey Crow. You all agree that this is a wand of magic missile level 2.
Unusual liquid number 2 and 3.
Yeah.
With a quantity of 2.
Here you go. It's also a crafting check. God damn, I'm so glad we discovered this thing about identification. Makes it a lot easier. It is a infused cognitive mutagen, moderate.
Next unusual liquid.
2 more items.
You get a wand of magic missiles, and you get a wand of magic missiles.
I want a wand of magic missile too.
You get a wand of magic missiles.
Life. I forget what infused means. Doesn't that mean only the alchemist can use it?
Not sure.
Aren't infused items the temporary items the alchemists make?
Probably. So probably all the infused items would not be available.
would not
to
be
you.
here anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least, hopefully,
I'm going to get rid of the infused items. All
Yeah.
right. Last but not least, hold on. So the infused,
or at least hopefully not least.
yeah, because you fought the big bad was an alchemist.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, so he would have had those that day, and then at the end of that day, they would have gone by the
Oof.
wayside.
This is another infused item, so I'm just going to throw it out. It was a mist form elixir.
Okay.
There you go.
Those are nice.
Roland, get your magic missiles.
Problem is, when you're running a GM and you're running a character that's probably only going to be around 3 to 4 rounds, you don't get to use most of their shit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep.
I would say go ahead and just sell that one to Magic Missile.
Do you have one already?
I've got one at level 1, and that one isn't meaningfully better.
No, it's level 2. Shouldn't that be an extra?
Missile?
Not till level 3.
Missile?
It heightens at 2, not heightens per 2 levels, not level 1.
Ah.
It just would help you if you were trying to overcome spell resistance. I think the level 2 wand would be one better at overcoming spell resistance.
Okay. The other option is keep them both, and you can that way you can use it twice without risking an overcharge.
That's true as well.
I think the money would be more valuable.
Okay. I mean, I have a
Yeah.
crap ton of money already, but
Magic Missile is something I know, so
okay.
We get the
Listen to
money
me.
for nothing. Chicks for free.
That Baggett has his own jet airplane. Couldn't sing that song today.
My bad. All right. I loved it when they did it as a duet with Elton John. You could tell that
Yeah.
Martin Knopfler was a little uncomfortable with that.
Hmm.
I changed the words to Queenie. That little Queenie has her own jet airplane. All right. So now what? Now that
I
you're
have
stuck in
I
this
have a
room.
question before we move on from this.
Okay.
That crafter's eyepiece, would that stack with the alchemist goggles?
Well, they're both eye items, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I mean, I don't see a reason for me to have both because the only difference is the eyepiece gives you a better repair thing. But I mean, I
No,
don't.
I don't
they're
think
both
you could.
item bonuses.
Yeah, and you can't, and technically you couldn't wear them at the same time because they both
Right.
take up the eye slot. Yep.
I was saying that you could swap them out, but the only difference, or the only thing that eyepiece has that I don't already have, is that it increases the hit points restored on a repair. I mean, so
No,
I'm not sure we'll ever use that either.
yeah, none
Unless
of us
it's
are making big use of shields, so
anybody else here crafting?
yeah.
Not so much.
Didn't think so. All right. Well, yeah, there's another cell bait. Okay, I'm ready. I just wanted to ask the question if anybody saw something different than I did.
All right.
Our kitty cat doesn't use rapiers, does it? Does
He
he?
does not.
I think you did it one time.
I used to, but
Okay.
rapiers do very little damage. And so that's where I ended up swapping for swords, and then I moved into the like I still have a or no, that's the party sheet I was looking at. That's where I moved into, like, I have the cat's claws now, and I have a short sword and some of that stuff that I moved into because we really didn't have a DPS for a while, so I moved away from the rapiers.
Has that changed? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Just humoring myself.
I'll say, and in fact, I now get a +2 to all the damage that I do, so
So he's now going to average 6 points of damage a hit. Yes.
hey, we'll take, I mean, 2d4 +3, and then if I add
Let me check.
panache,
Chuck, you did not reset the hero points, just so you know.
Oh, I need to do that.
I don't know what you mean. I only had one.
Yeah, but doesn't the automatic distribution depend on the time of his reset thing?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably.
Yeah.
And it's not all automatic. I just get a pop up saying it's been an
Mhm.
hour. Would you like to award?
Might
That
I
sounds pretty
recommend?
automatic to me.
In theory, there's like a person can earn a hero point. So you could give a person hero point outside of the 1 hour award, but I think that's kind of silly since everyone's getting one every hour. So
Yeah, like you'd almost have to do something quite spectacular for me to decide that
exactly,
you earned yourself a hero point.
exactly, because you're getting a free one every hour, and they already ruined the DM's life. So why would I want to give you
Okay.
more? All right.
So what do we have left to explore on this floor?
We have the
Quite a
big
bit,
guy to go
actually.
beat the crap out of.
A what to beat the crap out of?
The big guy in the arena. You know the big beastie and the big sand pit over here that we've
The
avoided for a long time?
Chandragold Behemoth.
I think we should, now that we're level 7, go and show it
Go.
who's now the boss of the arena.
Go experiment and test our metal.
I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen?
TPK.
I'll
That's
say
all
we
right.
TPK and Chuck has to find us a new campaign.
Wow. Timothy Oliphant will step in as a guest DM.
Okay, Chuck.
How about,
there's something new on my character sheet? What is this checkbox for failed strike with an alchemical bomb?
What's that?
On my sheet, there's a new little checkbox under actions says failed strike with an alchemical bomb.
I don't know, but apparently, it's got to do with one of the feats you just took, or
Let's see.
all right. Troy's trying to get out and he can't get out.
I'm guessing you actually locked the door when we said we locked the door.
I did. And you told I'm a man of my word.
He didn't lock my door.
That's because I just unlocked them, dude.
Come on, I just wanted to harass Tim for a minute.
Nah.
Nope, not allowed.
Welcome to the cabin in the woods, boys.
All right, what do you guys think? Do we go and fight the Chandragal? Big ol' badass
Let
beastie.
me check something real quick.
Do we gain anything by doing this?
XP.
This
Notoriety, maybe.
This is an
XP.
in-character question, not a character question.
Bragging rights.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's see.
well, from a character standpoint and a personal standpoint, I'm a completionist. My character is a completionist. I want to explore everywhere. I want to do everything. And this thing has been mocking me for a while as we've been moving about these levels. I think it's time we showed it who is really boss of the arena.
Vegetarian, help me. Fine.
I mean, I could be talked out of it, potentially. But you guys let me know what you think. I mean, I'm going to open the door for a second. I mean, look at that thing. Don't you want to go and fight that thing?
It seems very well trapped in there.
It does, but when I tried to flip down from the stairs up above earlier, I almost had to fight it by myself. Look at that thing. Hey, Tronus.
We
Thanks so
identified
much.
it yet?
I appreciate that.
you know its name.
I like that
I don't
book.
know how much
I mean, it's a little bit dated at this point, but I do love A Spell for Chameleon. It was a great start
It has
into
a name?
the world of Xanth.
its name is Tom.
And good evening, my friend. Good to see you.
All I remember is we had figured out it was a bigger version of those weird oozes we fought on the floor above. The weird necromantic oozes.
Now that we know a little more, can we try to identify it, Chuck?
You can always try to re-identify something after you've leveled up, I believe.
Gimbal, open that door so I can target it. It's
It
gone.
ran!
Well, that means we get the XP from
Hey,
it. Right?
I am always
Yeah,
happy
we
to
overcame it,
to
right?
do my part.
Just our mere presence.
Sure, except now there's a little bit of it inside each and every one of you.
Are you sure it's not a little bit of us inside it?
Well, it works both ways. Let's see. The Eidolon believes that this is a creature called Tom Jones. It's a dancer from the early 18th century. Let's see. Roland has no idea what it is.
Trial
That's
Under
not unusual
Fire?
at all.
It's not unusual, and Shishni has no idea what it is either. Yeah, it's a high.
That
It's a high
also is
DC.
that also is not unusual. Okay, well, it's up to you guys. I'm okay with fighting it.
Do me a favor. Send me a link
I think you should
in
take a vote as a group.
a Twitch Whisper
Although I
on
am
that
in it
one,
for
and
the
I'll take a look
experiences,
at
my
it after
character
this
is,
stream.
So maybe I would want to fight it.
Well, let's see. Eltros rolled an 18.
I mean, I am always up for
Let's
taking
see
requests
what
on these.
Eltros's pluses are.
Oh, that's a yes for me.
My vote is no. I don't see how this accomplishes anything.
Okay.
Oh, no worries. If you can send me a whisper, either in my
Character
Twitch chat
adventures for the
or
experiences.
I have in my
Yeah, it's
Discord, I have
very
a book recommendation
Ooh,
channel
Yuko
that you can
rolled
stop
really
into
high, and
and throw it in
Eltros
there. Just
rolled pretty
throw me a
high,
link to
so
it,
we'll say
or the
you
name of it,
guys
so that way I can
together
look it
can
up
know
after the
4
stream.
things about this creature.
Nice.
And then I will be happy to take a
It's
look
called
at
a
it and
Shangri-La
let you know. As long as I can find a copy of it, I
gargantuan
never have a problem
and
with
it
it.
is also undead.
Eh,
It is an undead
It's on my Twitch page.
Oh,
I wanna
No
know
worries,
if
though.
it has a-
I don't advertise it a lot.
Vitality damage.
I know what I'm using.
But I am
does
here
it
to
have any,
support all of you
resistances?
guys.
Yes, piercing and slashing.
Um, you got anything you want to know?
I tried. I didn't know anything.
Someone else rolled high.
That was Troy, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Spell resistances. That's from Troy.
It does not have any spell resistances other than I mean, it's weak to vitality. All it's really left is immunities and any of its offensive abilities,
I have a channel in there called Book Recommendations.
of which it has several.
Maybe we should get immunities. Yeah.
There you go.
It's immune.
I
to
try to
death
make it easy.
effects, disease, paralyzed, poison, and unconscious.
Okay.
And it likes the taste of bipedal flesh.
Oh,
That's okay. I'm cat folk. I can go down on all fours.
We heard you could go down on all four. All right, guys, what do you think?
Well, Mike said attack. Jeffrey said don't attack. Tim said attack. I haven't heard from David or Troy.
I
So,
say
Did I hear that it was
Leroy
resistant
Jenkins.
to piercing and slashing?
Piercing
Yep.
and slashing, yes.
So the types of damage that I do? Good.
Yep.
So, Gimboth, would you like a 10-foot status bonus to your speed for 10 minutes?
So are you going to change your vote, Tim, since you know it's going to be...
Oh no, I can always just switch over to the +1 striking long hammer that I have.
Hmm.
I can just sheathe that. I can sheathe that.
Well,
I can go ahead
assuming
and
David
draw
was
that.
serious. Assuming David was serious about Leroy Jenkins,
Mhm.
I guess that you guys have enough votes to go for it. Which reminds me of the new Diablo updates. I'm thinking about getting it. I haven't decided yet, but I have to know what happens to my young friend. What's her name?
What did y'all say it was vulnerable to?
Vitality.
Vitality. Okay. That's what
Eh.
I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
I'll say, and I already have a 35-foot speed, and if I get panache, I add another, I think, 10 to that.
I have bombs for vitality damage.
Nayril. It's Nayril. Oh, God help us.
Oh no, I think I add 15 to that when when I have panache.
Good Lord.
It's something ungodly. I'm quick.
Gimboth gets the zoomies.
Does anybody need silver salve for their weapon?
I don't.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Trying to see what I've got that can help.
My God, you'll all
I'll be right
die.
back.
Very possible. I have Cheetah's Elixirs, which gives you a 10-foot movement bonus for 10 minutes. I have a Sea Touch Elixir, which won't really help in here. We have Bottled Sunlight. We have Necrotic Bombs. That's the opposite of what we need. I have Healing Potions and Bottled Air. I don't think I have anything that'll help you guys unless you want a 10-foot speed bonus. And soap. I can give Gimbal some soap so he could bathe before we go in.
Oh, God. What a
I
friend.
also have soap, but I am a
Woohoo.
cat. I am self-cleansing.
All right, I'm ready if you guys are. Any spells that anybody wants to cast for prep before we go in?
I'm ready.
I want to
Alrighty.
rock.
You
Then
don't want to boost Eidolon or anything like that?
I think he has to do that in battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's essentially an every turn thing. So
Aha.
then I will throw open the door. And then I imagine we just need to immediately go into
Initiative.
initiative.
Yep. There you go.
Ba-dong.
Oh, what happened? Troy's like, fuck it, let's go. God damn, Troy. Troy's out of control. Just need Eltros's initiative and we are ready to go. God damn, Roland has over 100 hit points.
Must be nice.
Roland has more hit points than everyone but Nuko. All right, let's begin the encounter. It's got 2 targets to choose from.
Whoa! What are you guys fighting?
Holy
Whatever we want.
shit.
A big dude.
It's little Wookie, everyone. You may want to turn him down a little bit. He's quite enthusiastic.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just came in to say hi.
What are
And
you
I'm-
watching the stream?
I'm watching Tim's stream. Yeah. That's a big, nasty creature. What
Yeah.
is that thing?
They spent 10
Uh,
minutes debating whether
His
they're gonna
name is
fight or not.
Gimboth. He's my catfolk. He's a swashbuckler. And I resent the fact that you call him big and nasty.
Oh, well,
Let's
your
see, one,
your
two.
cat folks, cat folks swashbuckler homie is pretty scary looking, and I've never seen a swashbuckler that looks quite like him.
Nuko. Let's
Or are
do
you talking about the giant 4x4 thing that we're getting ready to fight? I mean, that's completely different.
Oh, yes, that is what I was speaking about, Timmy.
That was a bad sound.
It was. As a fleshy slap, as a huge.
I'm gonna use my Forbellus flip.
Go
Alright.
for it.
Well, actually, we just started. Can I use that since I haven't gone?
I don't see why not. I don't think there's anything that says you can't use it.
I'll leave you guys alone. Have a good time.
Thanks,
All right,
Wookie. We'll
dude.
talk soon.
Does it
Uh,
let you rage? Or are you raging or for Bella's flipping?
I am. So I can rage on my initiative, but if
Well, you're not in your initiative yet, so you cannot rage.
oh,
Yeah, we're on my turn.
Sure.
I go first. Oh,
well, yeah, but I can.
I'm pretty sure it's rage on rolling initiative.
is it?
Yeah, it's not on my turn. It's when I roll
Oh,
or when
okay.
initiative starts.
All right. So you're raged.
Okay. Well, I thought we were doing where you couldn't use your reaction if you hadn't had a turn yet, right?
It
By
says
the
it's,
rules, it is Chuck's call whether we have reactions or not.
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
I'll say,
But by
and
the same
like,
token, that means I get two too. So
yeah, and to me, it would all depend as to whether it was a surprise encounter or not. This was a well-known encounter. We
that
planned
makes
for
sense,
this.
too.
If
No,
suddenly we rounded a corner and suddenly we're in a fight, yeah, no reactions. But this was a well-planned encounter. It would only make sense that we
Right.
were ready for it.
So he gets to do a sweet Perbellus flip, which, if I remember correctly, adds 2 to his AC.
Yeah, but did you crit?
I did crit you, yes.
Yeah. So just move me forward 1 square. Okay, that's it. Whatever.
And your AC goes up by 2, but I crit you by 13. In other words, I rolled 13 above what I needed to. So even with
Dear
a Perbellus
God.
flip, it's still a crit.
Okay. What?
Oh, don't say dear God yet.
What on earth are we walking into?
Remember, you wanted this. All right, here we go.
They wanted this.
Mm,
All right, Gimboff, close the doors.
I'll say, guys, we did it. Nuko's in there. Close the doors. We got him.
Fleshy,
Do it.
fleshy slap.
Ouch.
Fleshy slap, which was a crit, did tons of damage, and in addition, because he critted with it, he also does what's called shred flesh.
Good Lord.
You're now taking 2d6 plus 2 bleed.
Wow.
You are enfeebled 1. Then it will attempt to grab you. Let's see. I must grapple you. I must grapple you.
Bye, Nuko.
All right. Well, I thought I had him selected. Targeted. Let's try that again.
Wow, 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 wow.
All right.
I'm just trying to supply the appropriate sound effects.
All right. So you are grappled, but the good news is you're not immobilized. You're not restrained. You're only grabbed. And then because you're grabbed, it'll use its last action to do what's called, where is it? The sapping squeeze. The Shrangriel squeezes the life essence from its target. So first I will put let me roll the damage and see if it pops I think it'll pop a save up, but let's see. Nuko, I need you to make the save I just popped up.
Okay.
You did make it, I think. Are you happy with that roll? I take it back. I'm not saying whether you made it or not, but
Hold on, just hold on.
yeah.
Right. So when I make fortitude saves, if I save, it becomes a critical success instead.
Okay.
Because of Juggernaut.
Okay.
I don't actually know what my roll is. I don't. Is it 26?
You rolled a 26. Yes.
I'll stay with that.
That is actually a fail, but
A
it's not a critical fail, but it is a fail. Yes, it is. All right. So
Wowza.
you will take additional damage from the squeeze and you take additional bleed as well. Let's see. Where's
This
the
is
bleed?
all your fault, Roland.
It is.
Mine.
The good news is that's all it can do. So it's done this turn.
Well,
Gimboth,
all it
you're
can
up.
do is take half of Nuko's hit points in the first round. That's all. Ooh, look at Gimboth go.
So, needless to say, I am going to attempt to move all the way through this dude.
Tumbly Throff.
So let's go ahead and yes, Tumbly Thra.
Just think that could have been you, Tim. I just randomly rolled to attack him.
I know.
That is a fail.
So I will have stopped
Back it up.
there.
The good news is it does not appear to take an attack of op.
All right. Well,
That is good news.
I will have just stopped there then. And I will go ahead and take a couple of attacks.
All right.
Swing, bada, swing.
That is a miss.
Wow, we should leave. We're missing on a 28. It's time to go.
That is a miss.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well.
All right. Eltros.
Any better on the sound? Nope.
No.
For me, you sound better, but that's probably because I turned you up a little more. But I can hear you, so that's the main thing.
At least a little bit. Radiant beam.
That's you, Chuck.
Yeah.
Ah, radiant beam. All right. I will make a save.
Hold up. Hold up.
I think actually, if you roll damage first, it gives me a little pop up to roll my save on the damage. It does. It does. All right. So I'm going to make my save.
Hopefully not.
Hey, good for you. I rolled a 2 on the dice and I failed, but I did not critically fail.
He rolled a 2 and he made only a failure on a 25 DC basic reflex save.
Yep.
Yes. So he'll take half, but of course it's radiant damage. I think it's radiant damage.
Spirit.
He only
Ah,
takes half.
well, yeah, because he made it. Oh, no, 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 no,
No,
no.
he
failed
failed.
to save. He failed
He
to
just
save.
didn't critically fail.
Yep. So he takes the full damage. There you go.
That moved his bar a little.
It did.
Not much, but a little.
It looks like it's a lot, but that's only because he's gigantic.
Yeah.
Hey, look, his token ring is damaged. All right, it's Nuko. You are held, so you cannot move, but you can still attack and stuff. You just can't do anything with the manipulate action, I think, unless you make a save or something.
So I can't get 5 feet closer.
Let's look. Grabbed. You're held in place by another creature, giving you off guard and immobilized. If you attempt a manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed at a flat check. Let's look at immobilized. You're incapable of movement. You can't use any actions that have the move trait. So nope, you'd have to break free to move. I thought you had reach though.
No, that's a different character. Pretty sure I do not have reach.
Yeah, you kind of drew the short straw, but don't worry, someone else will probably get it next.
Okay, so what do I need to do to break free?
Let's look at the
Want to break
grapple.
free.
Grab. So to break
Escape.
free, you either
There's an escape action. You attempt to escape from being grabbed, immobilized, or restrained.
Yep. So you target the creature, then you click on your basic action macro and
escape.
find the escape. Yep. And I think when you hit escape, it'll probably give you a choice how you want to do it. Ooh, you rolled a 19. You barely made it, but you succeeded. You have broken free.
Wow.
So you are no longer grabbed.
Go Nuko.
And he did that enfeebled too. Yeah. Yo, girl, what the hell are you doing here? You never come out here. Why aren't you a mama? Then he takes a 5-foot step. That is a miss.
Okay. And since it's the end of my turn, do I get a chance to shake off the bleed?
You move to the next turn. It will do because you got to take the bleed damage first,
Okay.
and then a pop up will pop up, which will allow you to click on it to try to end the persistent damage.
Okay. So I won't take any bleed damage right now?
You will as soon
will.
as you advance the tracker. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you take the damage, then you can try to shake it off.
So you should see something that says roll recovery check.
Yeah.
You did not take it off. So you are still bleeding. Blood is gushing out of it. Literally squeezed you so hard that you got splits in your body and blood is shooting out. Gimboth feels a strange urge to begin drinking the blood.
I really don't.
Roland, you're up.
Yep, I'm going to start with an amped shield on the Eidolon.
Will Roland save the day?
Maybe.
Ooh, it's time for another hero point. All right.
Hallelujah.
There you go.
I have a feeling we're going to need them.
And the Eidolon will move in.
The Eidolon doesn't care for your needs.
Oh, sorry, it'll be there.
Oh, and on my turn, I shout, I don't think we can do this.
And when Nuko says that, you better believe it, baby.
Nah, he's just a barbarian.
And,
I don't think
and then
Nuko would ever
I-
say that.
That is a miss by quite a bit, actually.
Ooh. Guess I'll take one more attack.
Ooh, how much? I got to see how much damage it did to David earlier. That's a miss. When I had David with that squeeze. Let's see.
Looks
Nine-
like
19 damage. You noticed it like got a little healthier when it did that. It actually gets temporary hit points from that. Let's see.
Because that's what we need.
All right. It's cool. It shows temporary hit points as the second hit point bar. I like that. All right. It is Trisney's turn. Vitality Jib. Ooh, that's
Okay.
a critical hit.
needed that.
She's like, yeah.
You certainly did. You're next. Good Lord. All right. So first, it takes 44 damage from that bomb. He
Wow.
is injured and he takes a
Damn
splash.
right.
And he takes 14 points from the splash.
And it's enfeebled 1 until the start of my next turn.
It is, eh? Let's see.
That's what it says.
All right. It and Nuko have something in common now.
And we'll try that again and see if it'll work as well the second time.
Yeah, I would say it won't, except you're notorious for rolling multiple 20s.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, but at least he'll get the splash.
That is a miss.
Yeah. As long as it's not a,
Almost a critical miss.
I was just gonna say, as long as it's not a critical miss, it still takes the splash.
Ooh, he's badly injured.
And
So if I'm going to kill anyone, I have to do it next round.
let's see. I'm gonna move here and end my turn.
Damn you!
And I'll
Damn you to hell!
Try to help Nuko next turn. He still needs it.
This thing hates Nuko. It hates him with a passion.
Well, sure it does. He broke free.
A purple passion of hate. Let's see.
I want to break free.
That was just going through my head.
I know.
Ooh, he rolled a nat 1 on his first attack.
We're pretty okay with that. Hallelujah.
What does forceful do? Oh, the second attack gets a circumstance bonus to damage equal to the number of weapon damage dice. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Cool. That is not a crit, but it is a hit. And it won't bother trying to grab because it can't really squeeze you right now. So it'll just do its last attack. Actually, Shushni, I think.
No, I barely hit it.
Dude, what are you talking about?
It was an accident, I swear.
All right. That
Not
is
dead
a
yet.
miss. That's a miss. All right. So
Good,
it's,
because the damage Nuko took from that hit would have almost killed me.
well, it would have had to be a crit. I critted Nuko the first time.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
right.
Gimboth, you're up.
Try again.
I'm going to try my tumble through.
You should probably try your tumble through roll before you actually move, but that's okay. That is a success by 1.
Look at you
Yay.
go. Panache.
So
run by
I'll say, so
30.
yep, I will get my panache. I will, and he is also off guard to me. I think he might be automatically anyways because of Nuko, but
Yes, he is. Do you have reach?
I do have reach.
I
With
wonder
that
why you
hammer
went.
he does.
Wonder why I went 10 feet past.
Yeah, I couldn't tell exactly where it ended with his little swirly stuff, but I do have reach with the hammer. I believe it has reach, right?
Hammer time.
It does.
Let's see what you got, homeboy.
Ooh, that was a hit.
That was a hit. Yes, it was. Look at the little hammer. The cute little hammer.
You'll notice Panache didn't actually give me anything on that one.
Yep. Well, that's because it was a regular hit.
That's because
Was
it's
it?
not an agile weapon. It's not
Right. It's
any of
not a
that
finishing
stuff.
move either.
Yep. And 20s are a thing.
Yep.
That was not a 20.
He was almost 20. He was 19.
But at least I'm over here to give you guys a flank now.
All right. Okay, it is Eltros.
Heal.
Toe, heel, toe, slide, slide, slide.
Position, heal thy party.
Jesus.
Nuko, feel a little better about yourself.
All right. Okay. It's Nuko's turn.
Whack a
imagine-
worm.
Just imagine if you fought this thing at first level.
Or even at 5th level.
Or even
That
at
is a
6th
hit.
level.
That is a hit. All right. That is some damage. Damn, he takes 34 points.
Getting close.
Okay. I want to use a hero point on that.
Okay. You know how to do it.
Oh, why do I do that?
I'm gonna say you rolled a 16.
Let's see here. Oh, it doesn't have the button like in the other game.
You have to right click on it and then
Yeah,
say
but it's not like our Starfinder game.
every game system is a little different. Still a miss. Critical miss. And here comes the damage. God, what a wimpy ass roll. 2d6 and all you can roll is a 5. All right. Okay. You're up.
I guess I am. Oh, did I not have it? Oh. Yeah, I am giving that thing a present. I'm
Are you?
using all 3 of Roland's actions on Force Barrage.
I see.
And
So,
height.
That's a good choice.
Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I'm done with the damage rolls.
All right, let's do this the easy way. Let's see. 3 plus 4 is 7. Plus 3 is 10. And plus 4 is 14.
18.
Plus 2 is 16. So I will do 16 added to the 2 of the 1.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's a huge pain in the ass.
16 added to the 2 of the 1.
Yes, exactly. So he takes a total of 18 points of damage. All right.
And then the Eidolon will get 1 attack.
All right. Ooh, that's a hit,
Go Eidolon.
but not a crit. Cool. It will continue fighting past death.
The Eidolon just gnaws on it.
Yeah, I just love when I throw a CR10 at you and it lasts 2 rounds. Good thing it does get to strike from beyond the grave. Bad news, it'll only affect 2 of you. I wish it had a 10-foot emanation, but let's see. But I'll have to settle for the 5. So it will. I'm going to cancel that because obviously that's designed for smaller creatures. All right, as it dies, its flesh rots away and sublimates into a foul-smelling gas that fills a 5-foot emanation around the body. This gas deals void damage to creatures in the area as their flesh curdles and rots as well. So I will target
Ouch.
the Eidolon, and of course I can't do the Eidolon, so I'll make it Roland and Nuko. All right.
Yay!
So
I used reach.
yeah, I know. Believe me, it sucked. All right, I need
lot of dice.
Roland and Nuko. I'll put the save out there. There's your save.
It's the Eidolon's save. No,
Right. Sorry, dude, your Eidolon's a pain in the ass. I can't click on one of you for the save and then the other for the damage. I have
Yeah.
to choose one or the other. So
Okay.
you can just have your Eidolon make a save and we'll see what it is.
Nope.
You happy
That's
with
a
that?
0 point. Nope.
All right. I just can't wait till you guys see the DC.
72.
All right. So the Eidolon makes the Eidolon makes it right on the money. DC 29. So the Eidolon will take half, Roland will take half, and Nuko will take full damage because he failed. 96 void damage, DC 29 fortitude save.
Oof.
Gotta love it. All right, and sadly, that is the end of my epic Shangri-La Behemoth. However, we still have people with bleed, so we will keep the initiatives going.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Target Nuko. And
So let's be honest. The only reason that we survived that is because of that, frickin' bomb that Shushni threw.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, battle medicine. You can apply the healing, Nuko.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it does not take him to full, so the bleed is still in effect.
yeah, I was trying.
All right. Unless anyone else is doing anything.
I don't
assume
think
Eltros will do something.
I don't think I have
Sorry.
anything I can do to help him.
Sorry, what? Sorry, what? There.
I didn't mean to throw that administer first aid into chat. I was just trying to open it to read it.
All right. Eltros, you doing anything?
Seems
I
like
should have done administer first aid instead.
Yeah, you can do it next round.
Yeah.
All right, more healing for Nuko.
I mean, technically, are you administering first aid? I mean, you're like the third one who's tried to heal him, so aren't you administering third aid?
Nah. I'm always first.
Is Nuko doing anything?
Give me just a second. I'm checking.
He's gonna go over and like lick the blood up off the floor.
Got a healing pot?
That's what I'm checking. Yeah.
Even if he were to heal himself all the way up, he has to do like a 10-minute rest for the it wouldn't stop the bleed. The only one to stop the bleed, well, no, even
Why wouldn't it stop the bleed?
I believe to stop bleeding, you have to make the DC check, or you have to do something that specifically stops the bleed. I think administer first aid would stop the bleeding, but really nothing else. I think there might be a spell that will stop bleed, but not healing.
Hold on. I thought maybe it was.
Well, and even administering first aid,
Administer-
it just gives him another chance to make a flat check.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why bleeding is so nasty in this system. All right, Nuko. I mean, he will probably eventually make it, but that is roll recovery check. Was a failure. Okay, so he's still bleeding. All right. Roland, you're up, and then Shushni.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can do to help.
All right, Shushni, what are you gonna do? You gonna do your first aid?
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter how you try to heal him, you keep healing him up, but he keeps bleeding out the rents in his flesh.
Well, maybe he just needs to stop paying rent.
And I'll use a hero point on
All
that.
right. So 28. What's the DC?
It says the DC of the effect that caused the bleed. So that's probably not enough.
I got to look at the effect that caused the bleed. Let's see. Oh God, did I delete this thing off the map? Let's see. It should still be there. Why am I not?
I still see the ring circling the pool of blood.
Well, I do too, but I can't click on it. Oh, there we go. Let's see. The thing that caused the bleed was a critical hit. Let me look at this other squeezed. Okay, I know what the DC is. So what did you roll in your check?
28 total.
Ooh, you beat the DC by 1.
Oh, I really thought that was going to be a fail.
So he gets another chance.
Another chance at a flat check.
Yes, but it doesn't count as particularly helpful or anything, right? Which lowers the DC.
No.
All right,
It just says it lets him make another attempt.
so just make a D20 roll, Nuko, and hope you roll high. Ooh, that is
No,
not
roll high. Roll high, he said.
I did. I rolled like I was high.
Oh, okay.
Is anybody else going to do anything, or are we going to let it proceed?
I got nothing I can do, so.
Eltros, Nuko. I mean, I assume you're only going to heal him when he starts going way down. But Eltros can try to do first aid.
Yep. I was going to say, I'll try to administer first aid again when it comes around.
Go for it, Eltros.
It's not on Eltros yet. You can advance it.
Ah.
Troy, he's our man.
What's that, Troy?
Where do I find the medicine check?
I think you just. I
Here,
don't know. He's under the skill.
there you
Where's?
go.
Uh,
Right there
It's
in the chat.
I wonder why
Save a
Troy's
lot.
doesn't. Why Troy's
Under
doesn't do
stop
that?
bleeding.
It's weird. Troy's looks just like yours, except it doesn't have the little roll prompts. Weird.
It sure doesn't. That is weird.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not very helpful.
super
That's
unhelpful.
actually insanely unhelpful.
So 2d6 plus 2 bleed. Let me roll that. Let's see. I'll just do it.
Unless he uses a hero point.
And I'm trying, but it's not letting me. Fucking piece
Uh-oh.
of shit.
Uh-oh.
You can't right click on the number.
I will wait.
Says it gives me an IO error. Some kind of thing is not.
Try refresh. To try F5ing and then see if it'll do it.
Promise, Nuko, we're trying to help you.
Oh yeah.
Ish.
Well, the odds are he's eventually going to roll above a 15 on a d20. It just, he
Yep.
may have to take some damage.
You would assume he would eventually roll above.
And it gave me an internal error, service error, so it's going to take me a bit to. I tried the F5 and still gave me that error.
Weird. All right, we'll just do it for
So
you.
I got out of Chrome and I'm going to try to get back in.
It says something about socket not connected. Weird. Yeah.
Yep.
It's giving me an error too. But it's weird because, like, if I did it anywhere else, I think it would allow me to do it. Let's see. Probably because I don't have hero points. I'll refresh my. I would just do a fresh roll and we'll just add 10 to it if it's under 10. Oh, cool. When I refreshed, I got a white screen error. Great.
Very nice.
Internal service error.
You're such a racist.
Piss off, bitch.
Is
That's what I've got.
is Forge suddenly having an issue?
It could be. It could be. Let's see. Abomination.
Yeah, it's got to be Forge because I'm now like if I try to refresh, I'm also getting an internal server error.
Yeah, there may be an issue with Forge. How about that? Wah, wah.
Wah. Forge crit failed.
Let me check the Forge servers to see if there's any announcements or.
We defeated the thing and we broke the game. Like, you're not supposed to defeat this.
Today at 7:43. Let's see. Server just went down in NA first. So today at 7:43, Dinesh said server just went down in NA, wherever that is, probably
North America.
Yeah.
First was giving socket not connected in game, then an internal server error when reloading. Some guy said diplomacy, server's down, I take it. I think so, and I got a stream game starting in 15 and my players and I can't load in. Fuck you! Fuck you, Forge! Let's see. Sorry, I was just telling you what he was thinking when he typed that. Got blah blah is taking longer
I was
than
going to ask you if
expected.
he typed that.
No.
It wouldn't surprise me if somebody
it,
did.
it would have made
So
me
guess what,
laugh.
guys? It should make you feel better. It's not just us. So yeah, I love being able to look in real time and find it. That is awesome that you can do that. So apparently Forge is having trouble. I would say that's the problem with the shared server, but how many times have we had trouble with Forge? Like this is the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say
It
we haven't
is.
had this issue ever. So
Yeah. And this can happen at any time on anyone's computer. So we can give it a few minutes. We'll give it a few minutes, see if they get it squared away. It's almost 8 o'clock. We normally would play till 9. So I'm
But
going to
I agree with you.
that.
Just do another check and add 10 if it's
Well,
below 10.
I think that was the problem. So hopefully he'll be
I'm
able
sure.
to just, that had to be the issue. So yeah. So see, Troy got all pissed off about nothing. So now to make Troy feel better, I'm going to sing to him. Troy,
I want to
No
break
singing. He left the
free.
channel. You're not singing to him.
I love you, pony boy. Why do you leave the channel?
I think he's trying to fix his volume again.
Might as well. Now's the time to do it.
They said I
Jeffrey will,
tried so
Jeffrey will sing to us.
hard and got so
No,
far.
Jeffrey won't.
Jeffrey
But in
loves
the
public singing.
end,
Let's see.
it doesn't even matter.
We introduced Jeffrey and David and an 11-year-old kid and the Studevant sisters to Cabin in the Woods at our Halloween get together last week.
That sounds very very wrong.
Why?
Don't introduce people to a cabin in the woods. Wrong.
Especially
love
not children.
I love that movie. I especially love Brad Whitford wanting to see the
Oh, a
merman.
movie. Completely
Yes, the
different.
movie Cabin in the Woods. It was a choice because there was an 11-year-old kid. So obviously several of my movies were not on the menu. But we had it narrowed down to Phantasm, the original Phantasm, which Deb suggested of all people, which I was shocked because it's my favorite horror movie of all time. And Deb hates that movie because since it's my favorite, I watch it a lot.
Right.
You know, but I have to watch White Christmas every year, so it's only fair because that's her favorite movie of all time is White Christmas, and it's old. But okay, so anyway, we've got Phantasm, Ready or Not, or Cabin in the Woods, and the vote was Cabin in the Woods. But I think any of those would have been a good choice. I think Ready or Not is a very fun movie, and of course, Cabin in the Woods is a very cerebral. Cabin in the Woods is a thinking man's horror film. It's really macro, but oh, I love that movie. You've seen it, right, Mike?
I believe so.
Believe it
Yeah.
or
I
not,
think I only saw it
I'm
once though, but
walking
yeah.
on air.
Well, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but
You're fine.
it looks like your typical Evil Dead or Cabin Fever. It looks like your typical slasher film where a bunch of young kids go to a cabin for a long
Can you give me
weekend,
pretzels?
but it turns into something quite different. And it's got Bradley Whitford in it from Josh Lyman from The West Wing, and I love
So
that
guys,
guy.
if you
He's
just
so
happen to
funny.
be coming in, Forge, where we are hosting the game
And
on,
David was
is
working on a blanket.
having some internal server
Let's
errors.
see.
And so
Still
right
working
now
on
the
it.
game has crashed and
I
we
think
are
you'll be working on that
unable
blanket
to
for a while, my
access
friend.
the game.
Well,
So we're
I just
giving
had
it a
to
couple
get
of
that
minutes
off my
to see if we
battery.
can get back in to continue the campaign tonight.
Deb has
We'll
projects like that.
see how
They
it
just sit
goes.
and outside borders take a while, man. That's a big circumference that you have to go all the way around. I respect crafters. My team is doing a team builder on Friday to celebrate our successful sales tax holiday. And it was either go to with this thing called Smash Lab, which would have been my vote, but I of course was on vacation, so I didn't get to vote. But Smash Lab's like where it's like that scene in Office Space where they go out in the field and they beat the shit out of the fax machine.
Why does it
You
say
go to
paper jam when there is no paper jam?
Yeah, you
Yeah, they
go
took the
to
printer out. Yeah.
yeah, you go into this building and they let you rent. I guess they have like old air conditioning units and TVs, and they let you take bats to it, and you pay for like an hour to beat the shit out of stuff. But no, we're going to some place called Pinspiration where we're doing crafting, and I sent a list of all the different crafts to Deb, and I said, Deb, just tell me which one's going to be the least painful for me. So I'm doing something called an acrylic pour, which I guess is where I pour paint onto a paper. And I'm like, as long as I don't get paint on me, I don't care.
No, what you didn't realize is you had to check the spelling. It was acrylic Pore.
I see.
That's all about putting paint on yourself.
So I'm going to look like the chicken Goldfinger, right? And I don't know whether to be happier. I've got the senior director that I can't stand, the one that micromanages. And I don't know why, but ever since I got back from vacation, usually she comes over and is all smarmy and it's like, "How was your trip?" And she's asking these cloying questions that just drive you nuts. She is not, she is staying away from me. She hasn't come to say, "Welcome back," or "I see you're back," or "How was your trip?" It's like she's avoiding me. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she got wind because I ripped them up in the AES survey. You know what AES, Tim.
Hmm.
I'm sure your wife's talked about it. It's the old grassroots.
Oh yeah,
It's where
it's
you,
every company does those.
yeah. And it's like I'm usually one of those employees that either gives them a really good rating or I don't do it at all, or I give them a middle rating. And this time I just threw them to the wolves. I just like rated them the lowest on everything because I'm like, okay, I'm tired of us not getting any help. I'm tired of them only hiring managers and directors when we need peons to help us out. And I'm tired of the micromanagement. So I just threw them to the wolves. So, and they say it's anonymous, but we all know there are ways to figure out who ranked what. And I just don't give a shit. I'm like, I don't care. She knows it was me. If she asks me, I'll tell her. And if she asks me why, I'll tell her. I mean, I'll even tell her she's a micromanager at this point. I don't care. What's the
Oh,
worst thing she could do?
looks like Forge may be back up.
All right, I'm refreshing. I knew if I told a really boring work story, it would work. But yeah, I don't know whether to be happy or sad that she's avoiding me. I mean, obviously, I'm happy because I don't have to deal with her crap, but I'm also worried about, okay, when's the other shoe going to drop? What's going on? Why is she being this way? I may have to have Troy come down and talk to her. Well, I'm trying to refresh. It's spinning. At least it's not immediately saying internal server error,
Yeah,
but it's not loading either.
I've got up to the loading screen where your normal front picture is and where I could say launch. I've hit launch and it's not going anywhere from there now.
Let me go back to Forge and see what's going
Yep,
on.
neither is mine.
So, I mean, I moved a step forward, but it, it didn't actually get me. Oh,
Oh, wait.
might be loading me in.
Looks like it's starting.
They said I would try a hard refresh before stopping and starting the server. One person just said at 7:54, my game is live again after a stop start.
I got to the login.
This looks promising.
Yeah, I got to the join game screen, so I'm going to try that.
I'm downloading modules.
Yay!
Downloading modules. Please wait.
Damn.
Please
Forge
wait.
kicks ass. Usually, you're done for the night when something like that happens at 8 o'clock. But it's like, damn, these guys are on the ball.
I mean, most of
them were probably gaming.
I say most of those places nowadays have somebody on call that if something goes down and it's a quick fix, it's just something stupid, they can fix it pretty quick. Because last thing that you want to do is piss off computer gamers.
Well, I mean, that's your bread and butter, right? That's
Well,
all
yeah.
you do is offer a server. So
Your
Your world seems to be taking a while to load. Refer to this guide for troubleshooting possible issues. Oh, I can't believe they said shooting.
this one guy got a He was trying to load in, and he got a message saying your world data appears to be corrupted, and the corrupted data has been purged. It's like,
That's a bad message.
yeah.
That's
That
the
is
kind of message you
terrifying.
don't want to have. We have decided to
news.
completely purge your world. Oh,
Hey, I just
unload it
loaded
in.
everything but the map. Let's pull Troy back down here. Hold on. Let's see.
I'm in. Game paused.
Move
Yeah,
to.
I'm on. Oh, there we go. Game
You're-
paused. It's July 2024.
Troy.
What's going on?
Oh my God, I can hear you
Hey,
again.
he's back.
Apparently his server.
Let me
His server
turn it
crashed
down.
too.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. Oh yeah. Sometimes all
Okay,
he needs
Troy,
a little
talk
boot.
again.
What's that?
He's still out of mine. Gotta turn it
Yeah,
down.
one more time.
All
Try-
right.
There we go.
Well, I found a place where I could adjust, and it for some reason it wasn't working correctly. So I'm like, all right, let's try this.
Yes.
Foundry
So,
back
we're so
up
good.
and running, Crazy Troy.
All right.
So you should
There
be
we
able to
go.
do your hero point.
And then I had somebody send me this message while you're loading in, just so you guys can hear it. Bard, your visage is so hideous. The last time you had a portrait done, it required neither hammer nor nail, as it hung itself.
I wonder. That's hilarious. I wonder if Troy did his administer first aid again if the DCs would show up. I bet you they would. I bet you that's why they didn't.
Yeah, it like everything was crashing as it went through.
Yeah. And his last roll's not there anymore. So his first roll's not even there. So I don't think that actually ever registered.
You mean my one that I rolled?
Yeah, but it's not there anymore, which means it didn't register. So or maybe it is.
No, it's not there.
Yeah, I see where David rolled a one, but I don't see Troy. So good, you get to start afresh. You can try your administer first aid and see if your medicine check numbers are in there and everything.
Listen, yeah, it looks like everything just wicked crashed out. It's like,
Yeah,
nope,
they probably just
we're
rebooted
sorry.
the server. They probably rebooted. I mean, I don't know if we're all on a single server. I'm sure they have a farm of servers, but
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Troy is a simple man, and this is his simple plan.
Of course, I'm not sure why it's not giving me the same stuff that.
Yeah, it's not doing it. It's weird. I bet you. And are you doing it off the basic macro?
No, I'm doing it
No,
off
I'm
of
not.
nine.
There is a basic macro administer first aid, stabilize, administer first aid, stop bleeding. So yeah, there's a macro.
Yeah, I just found it, and
Oh, there you go.
yeah, off of the. But it won't do it off my sheet, so that's kind of weird.
All right. I will tell you, that is a critical failure.
And that's probably still a crit failure.
Is that with the +10?
It
Nope.
didn't give a +10 because he rolled over a 10.
Ah, yeah, that is still a crit fail. Yep. So I'll do the 2d6 plus
Yeah,
2.
I would say, guys, we probably just want to let him roll his stuff. There's, administering the first aid is not helping at all.
Hey,
Okay.
Well, not for.
I
not
gave
for
him an
me
extra
anyway.
chance.
I only get a +2, so it's not going to help for me.
All right, so let's just let Nuko. Okay, Nuko, you're up, and let's.
Oh,
You can roll your recovery check.
Hmm.
Wow, poor guy.
That's the first time I think I've rolled something other than a 10.
He's gonna suffer a death of 1,000 cuts. Yeah, I don't know why Mike's getting the why he's getting those.
I'm doing it from my character sheet if that matters, but
Huh.
and I'll hero point that.
All I
since
can think is maybe one of you has a newer version from the compendium when you drug it on your sheet. So maybe they added it later. So maybe Troy's got the old version. And if he were to delete it and add the new one, but who knows? Mike might
Yep.
have the old one and Troy might have the new one. So it's hard to say.
I don't
That's
know.
a 33. That is a success. So David, you can make a D20 roll.
16, 16, roll a 16.
Roll like I'm high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. Boom.
There it is. Boom. Your bleeding finally stops. Now the enfeebled, I think, takes a while to come back. Let's see. I'm going to look up enfeebled in the GM core and see.
I believe that I can treat condition now.
Treat condition.
Nope, I cannot.
Hey, everybody,
Treat
it's
condition.
Shimmy. Shimmy is here. Let's see.
Shimmy, shimmy, go.
Oh, my little shimmy one, my shimmy one.
Oh, I think the conditions are at the end of the PH, not at the GM. So let's see. Shimmy, for God's sake, stop the little thing with your claw. I hate it when you do that.
Oh, there's treat condition.
Enfeebled. Doesn't say how long it lasts, so maybe it goes away as soon as he gets rid of the bleed. Let's see. I'm about to look at this creature. Hey, what happened to all the blood on the thing? Let's see.
It rolled it back.
I can treat condition and reduce it if I need to.
That's that. Let's go to
DC
flesh.
95.
For as long as you're bleeding, as soon as the bleed stops, you're no longer enfeebled. So you can
Oh, very good.
Get rid of the enfeebled as well. I don't know why you're dying one. Oh no, that was me. There you go. All right. It does not have any gear on it, so
What? No plate armor +6 for Troy.
I will end the encounter and everybody gets 96 XP.
Woohoo!
Not bad.
And
And now I have a new experience to talk about.
You're like, well, we killed it in 2 rounds. We're badass.
Hey guys, look, there's doors on the far side that
And
I don't
there's
think
a
we've
door.
been through.
Let's go down to the bottom level. We're ready to take on the M boss.
All right.
Fantastic. Nuko, you go first.
Okay.
You're
right.
not detecting any magic, Eltros.
Okay.
No magic.
If we ever come across a locked door again, I can now use my crafting check to disable device or pick a lock.
Oh, nice. And that's master level, right?
Yeah. Yep. Plus
Which way are we
17.
supposed to go?
We don't know.
One of the
We're
two.
exploring. So there's doors right here to the south. Let's check the doors to the south.
Left turn, Clyde.
Hold on. Let's freeze. Let's
Oh,
a 1 in 3 chance.
you
Let's.
paused Eltros and Nuko Eltros and Roland in mid move.
All right, they're not doing that. So okay, the door Does not appear to be locked. Does not appear to be trapped. You hear a weird, strange kind of buzzing sound coming from behind the door.
I will pass along that I hear a weird, strange buzzing sound from the other side of the door. Let's find out what it is.
Fireball ready.
Look,
All
it's
right,
a real barbette.
Here we go.
Look, it's Barbie. Where's Ken?
The stone walls of this chamber appear to glisten with blood. An iron maiden stands in one corner while the other corner has a metal table bristling with nails. And the
Nice.
room smells vaguely of brimstone. You've seen one of these guys before. You saw one of these guys up on level 2.
Hey, we made a deal with him,
You
didn't we?
made a deal. Yeah, he's a Barbazoo,
Or
man.
they made a deal with him. I wasn't
And
in the
then
party.
and then there's two things that look like this.
Oh,
Wow.
They are evil.
Ain't he cute?
They are
not even a face a mother can love.
They are fiends, and they do not like seeing you there as we go into sweet initiatives. Get rid of that. Get rid of that damn Eidolon. And I will request initiatives. And this will probably, well, it depends on how long the fight goes. Guess I can unpause. Since you guys killed that thing so quick, I think I'm going to use that in my Kingmaker game on Saturday.
Hmm.
I'll have that same creature.
What level are they?
Shushni, you're up first.
Oh, yay.
You could say, what level are those guys in Kingmaker?
5, about to be 6.
Yeah, we're still
Okay.
level 5.
Didn't we? I guess.
That is a hit. Almost a crit. All
10-foot
right.
penalty to speed. Not
All
that I
right.
think it will matter, because I'm sure Gimboth is going to rush right up to him.
Of course, Gimboth forgot to switch his weapons around. He was so excited to go and, look around. So he's still carrying the frickin' big hammer.
And does that splash hit any of the others?
I can't see the others. I don't know how close they are.
One of them's 5 foot to the right. One of them's 5 foot to the upper left.
Then yes and yes, as long as they're
Alright.
as long as they're within 5 feet.
All right. So hold on. Splash. Oh shit. I gotta do this. Gotta unselect the Barbazoo. Click on that. Do splash. Click on that. Do splash. All right. And the second attack was a miss. But it
Okay.
would still do splash because it's.
Yep.
But I think the splash would only affect the main target, right?
I
Yep,
do not know the answer to that.
that's correct.
Okay. I
Cool.
was going to say I think that's right, but I could not swear to it.
Cool. Oh, tomorrow I get to go back and try my blood test again. Lucky me. All right. who
And
else?
he's off guard until the start of my next train. That's good.
He's not. He's not because you didn't actually hit him.
Yeah, that was just
But that's the
because-
splash. Oh, never mind. Sorry. That was the whole thing.
Yep. We wouldn't lie to you, Mike. I promise.
It's only a couple
Uh-huh.
bombs that do anything on the splash other than damage.
Yeah.
Trust me, Jeff knows.
Hey.
Now this time,
That is a critical hit. Nothing pisses me off as much as that. That's just wrong. You already doubled the damage, right?
Yes, I did.
So damage, splash, Goodness,
Splish
Nuko's
splash and
N-
splish splash.
Nuko's
Nuko's angry
raging.
already.
What the fuck?
You
Somebody stop
wouldn't
this guy.
like me when I'm angry.
All right, I guess it's Nuko's turn.
We don't like you when you're
Yay.
happy. So, what's the
I know.
Nuko rages
Listen,
even before his turn.
you don't like me. Therefore, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry, when I'm happy, when I'm masturbating, when I'm, you just wouldn't like me.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do glimpse vulnerability on him.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
You
And
glimpse
then I'm-
your own death. That is a hit. Oh, you're hitting a Z-Bub. You're hitting a Z-Bub. God help me.
You're hitting a bee-boo.
A Z-Bub. So he does an additional 2. The bad news for you is apparently he's resistant to physical and he's unaffected by vitality. Oh. So he only takes 12 points of damage, but he's still badly injured.
Oh, let's. Sorry, I
Yep.
forgot to end my turn.
That you should. And now you bleed. Well, you're there.
What do you mean I
Let's-
bleed?
You bleed. Let's see. All right. Ooh, he's got spells. Oh, Infernal
No, he
Pact.
swore off spells yesterday.
All right, let's see. Let's check. Okay. So first, he will do his mandibles.
Mandibles.
Aren't they baby bulls?
They are baby bulls. He does hit. He does some sweet damage.
Wait, I'm gonna use Forbella's flip. Does he still hit?
Are you going to?
Yeah.
No, he does not.
Aha!
I really fucking hate that. It's the stupidest name for an ability I've ever heard of. It's just silly because he's flipping.
You gonna land 5 feet away?
I don't
Yeah.
have to.
No, that's why I asked if you were gonna.
Oh no.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll just use a hero point. Let's see.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I really wanted to hit you with this virulent disease. All right. Oh,
Hit
that
him with your
reminds me.
fribbles.
You guys slept. Let's check something real quick. I gotta knock some of these things down. Let's see. Okay, because the thought of disease is what. Ooh. You have gassed fever, stage 1. All right, let's see. Oh, where's the damn ghast you guys fought? Let's see.
No, Isaac.
I think you're on level 6. There it is. All right, let's see. All right, Tim, I'm throwing a fortitude save in the chat. That's for you.
That's for Nuko.
Is it Nuko? Let me look. Gimboth has Velstrac tetanus and gas fever, stage 1.
Yes, well, you put it in there for Nuko. So.
Oh, for God's sake, it's because I'm clicked on Nuko. Hold on.
I mean, I'm okay to roll one. I just want to make sure that that's also for
There.
Nuko.
How can that possibly be? I must have Nuko targeted. There we go. All right, let's try it one more time.
Hey, that's for Gimboth.
There.
Gonna say I don't mind rolling.
All right, that is a success. So you no longer have gas fever. I can get rid of that. But you still have Velstrac tetanus. All right. Poltergeist rejuvenate, and that many days. 17 days to Brahmtava's full moon. All right, there we go.
Or
Just
Brum
tell him to put on his pants before then. No full
All right,
moons.
so for Bella's flip, ruined my day, annoyed the fuck out of me. All right. Oh, hold on. He still had 2 actions left. He will do what he was going to do before. He will cast a spell. And he will disappear from sight. Why did one disappear and the other not? Let's try that again. Why did they both become invisible? Oh, I bet you he's linked to his token. God damn it. Did they do that?
Probably.
Yeah, he's linked. God.
I freaking hate it when they do that.
And this one we will also unlink. Okay.
Yuko, you're immune to fire, right? Good. Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
All right.
I am.
Let's try that.
Well,
All right.
Not immune, but you know.
That one
All right, that's-
disappears from sight. Now it's Gimbot's turn.
Now it's Kimbot's turn.
No,
All right,
now
well-
it's Gimbot's turn.
Run away.
Gimboth is going to curse, realizing that he is holding the wrong freaking weapon. So he's
Then
going
gonna
to
rush in anyway.
he's going to drop
Ah,
that weapon.
He breaks it.
He is going to
that only
move
has to be
in,
Roll Master.
moving through this guy,
Of course.
because that's what it does.
It is a success.
And then when I get to the other side of him, because I just wanted the panache, because, panache, I'm going to use my other 2 actions to draw my actual normal weapons.
You didn't take quick draw yet?
No, I don't know that I've had the opportunity to take it.
I'm so glad.
And I'll end my turn.
Well, there's a new target in town. So the other Z-Bub will target you. First, he'll try to... Ooh, what in the hell is that?
Exactly, Flo. Exactly.
I like that. He will attempt... And that is a critical miss.
Oh, good. Against me, right?
Yes, it is.
That means I get my opportune riposte.
Of course you do.
Purr, kitty, purr.
And luckily, I drew my weapons.
Luckily for you.
And I rolled a
That
2.
is... And that is a miss.
Oh, but you know what? I haven't used one yet tonight.
You guys are just a pain.
I haven't used one yet. I might as well.
That's a hit. Okay, he obviously fluffs off some of the damage,
But that's okay.
There's a chance that the beasties are too, Eltros.
and
Since everything smells like
I would say, I am covered in, I don't know, fur.
excrement.
I don't know that I would consider myself to be immune to fire.
Right.
Those aren't necessarily the words that I would use. Susceptible, That might be a word.
So he cast a spell. Well, that should work. And basically he disappears from sight as you see a kind of a white door appear in front of him, and he steps through it. And he disappears. All right. Obviously he detoured. Okay, this guy. Let's see. All right. He will start with his glaive. That is a hit on Nuko. Whether or not he for Bellows flips. All right.
Actually, yeah, there we go. I forgot to take that off. I can only do that once a turn. It's a reaction.
Right. So you take some damage from that, and part of it's slashing, part of it's spirit. Plus, love this, you begin bleeding
Yay.
Not again.
from an infernal wound.
Every damn time.
Then he's going to try to hit you with his beard. What's wriggling beard? Ooh, wriggling beard. Once per round, he can make a beard strike. It ignores the multiple attack penalty and does not count against that penalty. Oh, okay. And he can automatically reposition you when he hits you.
Not when, if.
It's if, and he already did. He hit him with a pretty heavy hit. The devil moves the creature 5 feet in any direction. The destination square must be within reach of the devil's glaive. It does not trigger reactions, and it does not say he has to make a skill check. It's automatic. All right. And since his wriggling beard it is not affected by attack penalty, he will use his he'll use a claw for a second attack. That is a hit. Decent. And last but not least, he will use his beard, his wriggling beard on Nuko. He basically
That's a
leans
bad sound.
forward and he rubs his beard against you. So the good news is the beard doesn't do a lot of
Inappropriate
damage.
touching. Inappropriate touching.
The beard doesn't do a ton of damage.
Just
However, it's crawling with all sorts of nasty stuff. So I need Nuko to make a fortitude save.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, did I do a crit on that?
I am going to keep that. It should be a critical success, I hope.
It is. That is your choice to finish with that.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a critical success, but it is
If I get
success.
a success, it's a critical success.
Well, it's still a success. It counts as a critical success, but you did not roll a critical success.
Well, no.
You rolled a success.
Okay.
So you shook off the Avernal Fever. Have I mentioned how much I hate those things as a DM? As a player, I think they're awesome. As a DM, I hate them. All right, and that is
With
it.
the step up in the success?
It almost feels like the game is rigged for you to always win. Anyway, let's see. Eltros, you're up. Come on, we know it's rigged. Of course it's rigged.
It's like I've been warning you guys the entire time I was throwing a fireball in. Here it comes.
Here it comes. Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't listen to me when I tell you things.
Who's
I
getting the
listened.
heal? Oh, not Nuko. You're not going to use all your heals on one guy, are you?
I'm probably gonna have to.
It's almost like what Deb did in the game the other day to you.
Exactly. So 54 to Nuko.
Woohoo!
Oh, Nuko. Except I've got a class ability. Whenever you heal Nuko, he only gets half the healing.
Sweet.
All right.
Yeah, but does it go to the right half of his body or the left half?
It goes into his left foot.
Or is it the? I don't have a left foot.
He doesn't have any feet. Oh, and to add insult to injury, you're going to attack? Good Lord, that is a hit.
I think it would be hilarious, though, if you were like, okay, he only gets half healing, and it only goes to the left side. So, like, you have one pristine half of your body, the other half is, like, gangrenous.
So you do elemental toss, you do fire, right?
I do fire, so he is immune to fire.
He
Good.
takes
Good.
no damage.
Thank goodness I didn't throw that fireball in there.
Nuko appreciates that. Gimboth, on the other hand, would have danced with the flames.
Well, he is from hell. It is
I-
Roland.
Okay, so did both of the bug things, the Z-bubs, disappear in the same way?
No, they did not.
They both disappeared, but I mean,
However,
you wouldn't necessarily
would
know that
know.
anyway.
because you can't see.
The
Yeah, you're
Eidolon has line of sight.
All
Yep,
right,
I can see also.
yes. Well, just because you can see Troy doesn't mean he knows, unless you told
No, I
him.
understand. Yeah.
But no, they did not disappear the same. One just kind of disappeared from sight. The other one, a little white door appeared, and he stepped into it.
Okay, so if it'll let me, oh, oops. I will get a little bit closer. And then I will see. Give me a second. This is the first time I've actually used this 10-foot burst. Okay. So, yeah, we can drop that. Okay, so I am doing revealing light in that circle.
Okay.
So they both the Barberzoo and if the Zevub is in there, we'll make a reflex save.
All right. It doesn't do damage, does it?
No damage.
All right. So the Z-Bub succeeds, but not critically. So it affects it for 2 rounds.
Yep.
So for 2 rounds, he is concealed instead of invisible.
And dazzled.
All right. And the Barbazoo. Barbazoo fails, but not critically. So for 1 minute, he's dazzled. All right.
Let me remove that. And then I will have the Eidolon do a ranged attack on the Barbazoo.
That is a hit. badly injured. He does seem to take all 6 of the points of damage.
Awesome.
Was he still concealed, Barbazoo?
The Barbazoo is never concealed.
The Z-Bub is concealed.
Oh,
but
the Z-Bub.
Barbazoo is
Okay.
not.
Ah, freaking weird ass names.
I wonder what their names are if their asses are named that.
Say them
Ah!
backwards.
All right, it's Shushni. Oh, for God's sake.
Yo, he
That
takes
was
our
not
allotment
supposed to be
of crits every night.
Yep. I can't wait till I crit him.
I'll crit
Let's
you.
see. Yep, there
Crit
it
me,
goes.
almighty critter.
Not that this was only a low threat encounter, so. What else?
Well, I'm trying to move, and all it's doing is flashing at me.
Could it be that you're on a different thing than the
No,
character
No.
selector?
Well, it changed over to Barbazoo, so now it says it's the Barbazoo's
Ah,
turn.
because
So
it
if you
moved it. Yeah.
right,
yeah.
so if you move it, yep, there you go.
Debub have taken splash damage.
No idea. Probably.
It should have. It was still next to him.
He worries about the slightest things. That's pretty good. All right.
I mean, like damage in a fight?
4 points of wimpy damage. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
That is a hit, and it looks like you rolled high enough. It's always the splash damage that does it. All right, that's the end of the combat. Oh no, we got someone bleeding, so we gotta keep it going.
I
Wonder
think we
who that
played
is.
this game before.
It's Nuko's turn. All right, Nuko, here we go. At least
And-
it's not as much.
I'm saying Gimboth is just going to keep an eye out for that other guy if he shows back up through a door.
Yep,
All
same
right.
here.
All right.
Because I don't know what a dimension door is. I don't know what the little white slit of light was. He could just be hiding in plain sight. I got nothing.
He could be. All right, so it's Gimbo's turn. You're just watching?
Yep, I'm just watching for him if he comes back, and I'll react if he does.
Eltros.
Do the same. Actually, can I? Even though it was cast last round? Yeah. The dimension door.
Yeah. What about it?
Can I recognize the spell?
Well, I don't know why you didn't do it last round, but yeah, you can.
Because
you
it's
can
a
make
reaction,
check.
and yeah, I guess I could have done it last round.
Go ahead and make your check.
Actually, you make the check. So because you know what the spell is, right?
Right.
Okay, so the GM rolls a secret arcana, nature, occult, or religion. Whichever corresponds to tradition. If I'm not trained that skill, I get a result no better than a failure.
Thought there was an identify magic basic. Identify magic. Maybe it's not called identify magic. What's it called? Let's see. Command an animal, drop prone, escape, fourth open. I think there is an identify magic skill, but let's see. Let's do my other thing. Identify magic. Oh, it's a 10-minute, so it would be an exploration thing. Follow the expert, impersonate. No, there is no identify magic. Okay, so I guess we'll just roll.
Right. So if
So what?
see if since I'm an expert in Arcana,
Yeah.
let's see if the highest rank of spell you automatically identify increases to 4 if you're an expert. And if I'm a master, which I am in nature, it goes to 6. So, but if it's anything else, I probably don't.
What's the highest on Arcana?
4.
All right.
So
That's
is it a
up to
level
4th rank.
4th rank, correct?
Yeah, it's a 4th rank spell. So let's see. Arcana, you're plus 11.
My Arcana.
And that's against the level of the spell. You have no idea what it is. You rolled really low.
Okay. All right, then I'll just if I see that little other creature come out, I'll. Because Nuka, you're not. I mean, I know you're down 50, right? 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep, just keeping a watch out here.
Right. That's what I'll do too.
All right, Nuko, this one's actually a little different. Instead of clicking on the usual thing, click on that.
Flat check, right?
Yeah, but it's there. I just gave you a flat check pop-up. Yeah.
That's not going to do it.
It's an infernal wound. So we go ahead and move to the next. So you don't hit this thing. Don't roll the recovery check there.
That's infernally wound to you.
All right, Gimboth, it's your turn.
I'm just until we're done. I'll just continue to watch out for the dude. I got nothing I can do for bleed.
Oh, and someone healed Nuko earlier, right?
I did. Yeah,
I
for
need you to make a counteract check. So caster level check.
okay.
I think it's a D20. I don't know if there's a counteract check in the basic macros
So I'm checking right now.
or not. Let
Nope.
me do this. Let me see if there's an actual action. Counteract. That sucks. There is no counteract check. I don't think there's an action for counteract. It's D20 plus your. I'm about to look it up.
So if you go to your spell list, there is a die roll for just your for your basic spell attack. That's normally what a counteract check would be. So it will say X spell DC and then a die roll with a number.
That's true, because that's equal to like your level and your proficiency, I think.
I'm sorry, where was that then?
It's
On your
under,
spell list.
yeah, it's under primal spontaneous spells. You'll see 25 spell DC, and then you'll see a D20 plus 15.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
So just roll that plus 15.
Public.
Yes, please. Okay. Are you gonna hero point that?
Yeah, I don't know what time is it.
It's 8:40. We're probably done after we resolve all this. And you ended up with a 27. Okay, so you felt like the magic is resisting when you tried to heal him. It's almost like the wound is resisting the damage, resisting the healing, but you're able to get the healing off.
Okay.
All right, Gemboth, anything?
Nothing I can do.
All right. It's just out of the battle.
You could dance. It might put me in a better mood.
Eltros.
I mean, I can dance if you want to.
All right. Well, unless anyone's doing anything, it's Nuko's turn. Nuko, I will put that flat check out there again. Oh, he is bleeding like crazy, and he almost staunches the flow, but it keeps bleeding. You realize that this is a much higher DC recovery check than normal. In fact, there's only one number you can roll in a D20 that will stop it, because you just rolled a 19 and it did not stop.
Oh,
Will it stop if I go to dying 1?
No, it won't. Well, you'll have to keep making your recovery roll.
Okay, well then I won't suggest that.
You guys notice he's trying to stop and it's starting to gush. He is starting to bleed big time. All right. So is anybody going to intervene or try to do anything? And we'll just worry about those characters on those turns.
I'm definitely going to attempt to recall knowledge.
All right. Unless Ultros is doing something, we will fast
Nope,
forward to
go
your
ahead.
turn.
Okay.
So here I'll make the devil visible again, so you should be able to at least target him before you do your recall knowledge.
Okay.
All right, you can learn one thing about this devil.
That bleed attack. What's going on with that?
It's got Infernal Wound. Its Glaive Strike also deals a d6 damage that resists attempts to heal it. The flat check to stop the bleeding starts at DC 20. The DC is reduced to DC 15 only if the bleeding creature or an ally successfully assists with the recovery. So they have to do like an 8 or another. And the
Okay.
DC to administer first aid to a creature with an infernal wound is also increased by 5. A spellcaster or item attempting to use healing magic on a creature suffering from an infernal wound must succeed at a DC 21 counteract check or the magic fails to heal the creature.
Okay. Yeah, I communicate that out, especially the part that we need someone actively
Yep.
trying to patch it together.
All right, Shushni. So do your medicine check.
Yep.
All right, this round his stop bleeding is a success. Because it's normally a 15. But it's a 20. Actually, that would be a critical success, but I don't think there's any bonus for a critical
No.
success. So you get to do the normal DC 15 this turn. So Nuko, we'll get to your turn. And now you can do the normal.
Okay.
Bingo.
Finally, he manages to shrug it off and the bleeding finally stops. And then I will end the encounter. Let's see. 48 XP. All right. The encounter is over. You should be able, you can loot the barbecue. I don't think the Z-Bubs have anything on them. So, and so I can delete the Z-Bub. And you do notice that the weapons racks do appear to have items on them as well.
Ooh, items.
I need to make sure that they're not they're mystified. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now I can make it visible again.
Go ahead, Nuko. Take the 13.
Me.
You notice that the glaive, which I think is about the only thing on this guy, is a hell-forged glaive. Weapons forged in the depths of hell often gain sinister powers. When he wields it, it basically gains the agile and deadly weapon traits. Although worth as much as an ordinary weapon of its kind, Hellforged weapons exude palpable menace, so upstanding merchants usually refuse to trade in them. So you'll probably have a hard time selling it to anyone on the surface because this weapon just exudes menace.
You go take that 10.
Okay.
Take the 7.
Take that 20. That was on a healing potion lesser.
Can
I
we
got all these healing potions. Go ahead.
Can we actually get back to the town from where we're at?
You have not found, I believe you found some stairs up, but you have not found the teleporter on this level yet.
All right, Neil, go take that 11. And I think you should be pretty good.
Yep.
So you definitely have to find some stairs and get at least up a level.
I mean, all I have to do is start to strip, and I'll get some stairs.
Yeah. But you guys teleported down here kind of against your will, so.
Yes, we did.
Well, I didn't.
Well, you're the first one through, dude.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't against my will.
That's true. All right. So yeah, you saw that there are 2 unusual glaives, an unusual kukri,
I'd
a
like to
cold
try to identify them.
a cold iron shield, and 3 moderate acid flask. Someone's already taken the acid flask.
I did.
You little devil. All right. What is anybody else gonna do?
It's gonna have the Eidolon help with identifying the weapons.
All right. Let's see.
Unusual glaive.
I'm getting my in-game text typed. All right, so let's start with the glaives. Whoops. Let's try that again. I hit the wrong button. There we go. It's pretty low DC, so I'm pretty sure you guys will get it. Got it with a 4 on the dice. They are 2 +1 glaives, so 2 glaives with +1 potency runes.
And the
Kukris are going to be a little harder to identify. Of course, if you roll a 19 on the dice, it's a critical success. It is a bloodletting kukri, which is a +1 striking kukri that has a crimson blade that shimmers eerily in bright light. On a critical hit, the kukri deals 1d8 bleed. If the target didn't already have persistent bleed damage when you scored the critical hit, you also gain 1d8 temporary hit points.
if anybody wants them, they're on the party stash.
It's 10 minutes till the hour, so I mean, if you want to go up the hall, it depends on what you guys want to do. I guess you've emptied out the weapon rack, so that can be deleted.
I need to call it. I'm not going to make it.
And it's
All
probably just as well to stop here. We're in a room. We're not going to accidentally stumble into another encounter somewhere.
Yep. Is anybody taking that Hellforged glaive? Are you going to leave it behind, or do you want to think about it?
I think I'll take it.
All right. You can just take it off the Barbazoo's body if you want.
Okay, I don't see the Barbazoo's body anymore.
I made it
Barbazoo's gone.
visible, I thought. Oh, there it
You
is.
did, but it,
You should be able to see it now.
yep, got it.
I'm going to get rid of all this crap on it. There we go. All right. It's gone. I'm going to delete it. Excellent game, everyone. I paused the game. We will pick up next game from this room. You've only got... There's a room up here you haven't explored yet. Of course, there's the caves that you know have a couple of hydras in them that are still up there. Obviously, there was a lot of area around the bar. There was some back door rooms in the bar that you have not explored. And obviously, since you resolved that encounter with diplomacy, you probably would piss them off if you started going back behind the bar wanting to explore. So
Yeah.
you'll eventually have to decide if you want to explore anything there. But other than that, there's this one room and there's the two hydras. You're almost done with this level. So probably only about 10 to 20% of the level left to explore. So good game, everyone.
Yep. Good game,
Yay!
everybody. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sorry for bleeding all over the place.
Bled a lot. You sure bled a
Better
lot.
you than us.
It
And
happens.
well, I'm going to get another chance to make him bleed on Saturday. So
All right, guys. Good night. Thanks.
All right, guys.
Night, everybody.
Night.
Catch you again
guys.
soon.
good night.
All right, everybody. And that is going to do it for me this evening. So, there we are. Thank you, everybody, for coming along to join in this evening. Sorry for having a little bit of downtime there. Not a lot we could do when the server goes down that we play on. Well, you're sort of stuck, right? But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We got to have ourselves a nice big fight there with a big old behemoth. I've been staring at that thing for months as we've been going through here, knowing that I wanted to fight that thing when we got the chance to do so. And so I am glad now that we were level 7. I was like, you know what? We need to go and fight this damn thing. And so I'm glad that we went in and fought it. It was still rough. It still could have gone any which way, but it went the right way for us. So, yay, happy days. I will be back again tomorrow night. I am planning on still having a stream. Spooky Halloween stream. Woo! Because, it's Halloween, but trick-or-treaters will be done here around by 8 o'clock Eastern anyway. So no reason I can't come and spend the evening with you guys with some Stompy Mech action. I'm going to try to do some story time tomorrow. My voice has been kind of cutting in and out a little bit this week. I tried to do a spell for Chameleon last night. I got through one chapter, but I was coughing throughout it. My throat's been a little bit sore, so we'll see how I make it through tomorrow night. But because it's Mech Warrior, story time comes in and out. It's a little bit easier to do it there than it is just my straight story time streams. Thank you to all of you. The greatest gift that you can give to a streamer is the gift of your time. And I appreciate that you guys gave me the gift of yours this evening. Whether it was for 5 minutes, all 3 hours. Thanks so much for being here with me. Hope to see you guys all tomorrow night. If I don't, a very happy Halloween to you. Get out there, spend it with your family, get some trick-or-treating done, get some good candy. Remember, candy tax for parents is a thing. Make sure they don't eat too much sweets. Some of that has to come your way. Just the right thing to do. Anyway, thanks all for being here tonight. Hope you guys all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all again really soon. Good night, everybody.